I know you don't want to do it. I know you're not feeling like doing it right now, but do the work anyways. It is such a struggle sometimes to be consistent, to be on top of your game at all times. And guess what? Those that are great at the things that they do it no matter what. They do the work anyways. A lot of you may be following me on social media and you see me posting a video every single day. And if you don't know, I've made a commitment to myself to post a video every single day. Maybe it's not the best goal because I haven't said, okay, I'm going to do it for 365 days or 1,000 days or anything like that. But I've committed to myself that I'm going to post a video every single day because I realize that if I'm going to tell you that you need to start doing videos to help you get better at public speaking, I need to hold myself to that standard at a minimum to post a video every single day. And there have been plenty of days where I haven't wanted to do that. Typically, I try and post a video around noon Eastern Standard Time every day, and that doesn't happen. Especially as the videos get further into the day that I post. Those are typically the days that I didn't want to post, but I realized I need to post it anyways. And so my consistency is about posting every day. And my next step is to be more consistent on posting it at the exact same time. But unfortunately, there's some tools within social media that are there that are not there. So you can schedule, you can't schedule, but I'm still posting that every single day, no matter what, no matter how I feel. And that's what's gotten me to where I am at today because I started to do the things that I needed to do no matter what. And that's what every successful person has done. They've started somewhere where they didn't feel like doing it, but they did it anyways. They went one step at a time. And too often we focus on 10 steps out, 100 steps out, 1,000 steps out, rather than let's focus in on what's right here in front of us. If I take one step forward, that makes me closer to finishing a mile than I was before I took that step. And while one step does not seem like a lot, that helps you get so much closer. And if we want to put this in perspective of feet, I believe it's 5,280 feet in a mile. So one step being 1 foot, you've got 5,280 steps to make that mile. So now you're at 5,279 steps. You can take another one, 5,278. Another one, 5,277. I think you get the point. But one step at a time will get you 1 foot closer to finishing that mile, to doing that thing that you want to do. And it may not be the prettiest. If you've ever seen somebody running where they kind of got this like jog, but really like if you look at them, they'd be better walking. But because they're jogging, it's exerting more energy. Sometimes that happens to us. And maybe we do need to stop and just start walking instead of trying to jog and just trying to move our arms and look like we're jogging, having that motion of jogging. Sometimes that's what we need, but we need to take that step forward. And sometimes that does look like rest. I'm not saying that you can't not rest, but when you are trying to go somewhere, you need to see what action needs to be done today to help you move forward. If that's rest, great. If that's another workout, great. If that's recording another video, great. If that is going and talking to another client or another prospect, great. Whatever that thing is that you need to do today, get it done today. Stop waiting. The worst thing that you can do is not do it today because then tomorrow will come and, well, I didn't have any consequences because I didn't do it yesterday. So why not just wait another day? It's not a big deal. Let's wait till Monday. It's going to be okay. And then you get to Monday. Oh, you know what? Weather just hasn't been great. It's been pretty cold out here. It's been really rainy. I think I'm going to wait another week or I'll wait till tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, no, and then you're going to come up with another excuse. And then you're going to look and you're going to be a year down the road and you've barely done anything versus the person that decides, you know what, I'm going to take that action. I'm going to start today and I'm going to go. And they're going to get 2 weeks into it, 2 months into it, 2 years into it. And they're going to realize, you know what? Man, I really just don't want to do it. But why did I spend all that time doing this consecutively for the last 2 years? Why would I stop now? It just doesn't make any sense. This is who I am. This is what I do. And I think as men, that's something that we struggle with. And I know I personally have struggled with to step into that man figure, the leader of the household. 'Cause there's times I just want to be that little boy. And my dad's not around anymore. But I think about that and I think about him like, man, how many times did he go through the same mental mindset where he didn't feel like having to lead the house? He didn't feel like having to do what was necessary to make the work happen. And I was thinking about this actually yesterday as I'm recording this with my daughter. And I really just wanted to be on my phone. I really just wanted to sit there and rest. I couldn't help but think about the fact, and of course, she's sitting there calling me, come on, daddy, come on, daddy. And man, as a girl dad, that is something so hard to say no to. And I wanted to say no so bad. I wanted to just sit there and rest. But I had to tell myself, you know what? I'm not going to have many more days like this. I'm not going to have many more days where she's calling daddy to come in, or she wants to play with daddy. She's not going to want to have anything to do with me in a couple years when she turns into that rotten teenager. So I've got to enjoy this time when she's 2 and go and play with her, even if it's the silliest thing ever. Where we stack blocks, she knocks them down. We stack them again, and she knocks them back down. But I need to enjoy that moment. I need to push through as a father, as a dad, as a leader of the house. I need to set that example and be there for my kid, be there for my wife, show her what that's like. And as a man, that is a tough thing to do. That's a huge responsibility to have, to always be on top of your game. But when you just focus on that moment, you focus in and say, you know what? I'm going to take that one step forward. That's what matters. That's what your family needs. That's what the people around you that you're leading need. They need to see that example. And guess what? That day that you took that step forward, the next day, you're going to feel so much better and you're going to build momentum because you took that step forward, even when you didn't want to, even when you didn't feel like doing anything, you still did it anyways. And so you can look at back on days like that, also known as test days, and realize, hey, I pushed through when I didn't want to. How much more can I push when I do want to? And you're going to go in ebbs and flows. You're going to go in ups and downs, highs and lows. You're going to have those days where inevitably you just don't want to do it. No matter how many days you've been doing it, no matter how great the weather is, no matter how great you are at that thing now, there's going to come a day and a time that you don't want to do it, but do it anyways. Do the work because the work needs to be done. The people need to be helped that you're trying to help. The impact that you're trying to create right now can only be created if you continue to press forward and take one step at a time. So the choice is yours. Are you going to keep moving forward? Are you going to keep taking one step at a time? Or are you going to let today fall around you and lose all the momentum, all the impact that you've created because you decided, you know what, I'm just not going to do it today. And if maybe you did cave into that, get back up and go after it again. But the choice is yours. Do you want to step into that higher being that you want to be, that better version of yourself, and do the work or not? Because the best version of yourself will do that no matter what. Just do the work, whether you feel like it or not.